Welcome to the Crystal Bar podcast. I'm Claire, your guide through the fascinating world of crystals and beyond. Whether you're just starting your journey or you're a seasoned enthusiast, I invite you to join me for insightful wisdom to empower your crystal, cosmic, spiritual, and astrological knowledge. So, are you ready? Let's begin. Oh my goodness. Oh, how's it been for you? Since Monday, since the new moon in Gemini, things have been shifting. Woof. We've got clarity, we've got manifesting vibes. They are building, but like a breath of fresh air, they are going to start delivering all the seeds we've sown. It's been a really good start to the year. We're almost halfway through. Oh, can you actually believe we're almost halfway through 2025? But things are really shifting in our favor now. We're heading into the summer months. We are going towards the summer solstice, which I will talk about this podcast. I can't quite believe we're there, as I keep saying. But oh my gosh, how's it been for you though? The new moon was a little bit volatile for some of you. You've reached out and said how much it made you think about what you want in life. Because it's Gemini, there was a dual aspect going on, which also means there was a lot of toing and froing. Do I want to do this? Do I not? Two heads on your shoulders, one screaming at you, do this, one screaming at you, do that. But the clarity that's going to come from this is going to be incredible. I keep saying that C word, clarity. It is there for you. You're going to start having some huge eureka moments over the coming weeks. But for me, we kind of had a bit of a family day. It was Bank Holiday Monday here in the UK. So Stuart worked all weekend. He was building an extension on a home, and they managed to get it done, thankfully. He worked 2 very long days. So we had a bit of a chill day Monday. But we took the doggies out to the RSPB in Sandy, Bedfordshire. Now, you can't take your dogs normally because off track, etc. But there is a little cafe. There's a little garden. Unfortunately, the cafe was closed, But anyway, and then there's like a road you can walk through all the way. It's like a public bridle way and out towards Biggleswade Common and stuff. So we did take the doggies for a wander. However, Ivy, since, when did we get her? 12 weeks. So from the moment she could go outside properly after all her injections, she has been so scared. We used to live on a main road, and the first few walks were fantastic. She loved it. She was right up there with Arnie, just plodding along, doing her thing. And then the next time, these children were having a great time, and good for them having a great time, but I'm not happy with them because they were on their skateboards and they were going back and forth and absolutely petrified her. In so much so, she nearly got out of her harness and did a bolt. So we picked her up and took her home. Perhaps that was the bad thing to do. Perhaps we encouraged that anxiety, but she's not human. We couldn't explain to her what was happening, and it was good to carry on to create whatever. Anyway, every single walk since, she's had some good walks, but she's not loved it. And then when we moved here, she was confident again, loved going out, and then right at the top of the road coming out of the park was a child on a skateboard. Again, not their fault, but she heard that noise and then she froze and bolted home. Luckily, we were near home. She was off lead at this point and she just bolted. So, yeah, since then, we actually brought a doggy pushchair because it's unfair going out with Arnie and just, carrying her is fine, but then it does get a little bit heavy. So what I've done now, I've got her a little pushchair. We put some amethyst in it. She loves it. Occasionally, she tries to jump out. We take that as her cue. She wants to go for a sniff and then she wants to get back in. It's all on her terms. But the amethyst, the pushchair puts her in control. So I don't know if you've seen us on social media, if you follow me. If you go to Instagram, I did share some photos of the beautiful purple. I can't remember what they're called. I've been saying them all along. They're like those flowers on a stick and then like a big ball. Oh my God, I actually genuinely said the name for days and I can't remember it for some reason. You'll see. Oh, it nearly came back to me again. No. It's because I've been writing your podcast all morning, so my brain is elsewhere. It's in June season. If you have a look on there, there's a picture of some flowers from Monday. And then if you scroll across, you'll see Ivy in her pushchair, bless her heart. And you'll also see the rascal Arnie, loving life. He likes to catch a scent. It's the Jack Russell in him, in both of them actually. And Stuart was walking him around some of the shrubs and he reared up because he wanted to get into the shrubs. He could clearly smell something. Stuart thought he saw some creature running there, probably a rat because there's a lot of water around there and trees and shrubs and whatnot. But yeah, it was great though. It was great fun. And with it being the new moon, we just embraced nature. It was so windy but sunny. Oh, and the wind was just blowing the cobwebs away and bringing in the new and getting rid of the old stagnant energy of a Gemini. So I'm like, not Gemini, the season before. You know what I'm saying. Oh my gosh, the lunar season, oh my God. Yeah, I can't even speak today, can I? Should we just get on with this podcast? So I thought I would write a little podcast about June. We are on the 28th of May at time of recording. And I know I do my monthly videos and all that jazz, but I thought I'd give you a little bit of insight about what June could bring for you. Of course, I'm going to give you the best crystals for June, but this time as well, I thought for each of your zodiac signs, I would give you the best crystal that I feel would be good for you to carry through June. Okay. Now, June is the month where we literally move from cruise control into conscious creation. It's like the universe has been whispering, are you awake yet? Are we ready to go? Are we ready to party? And now it's time to listen because we are entering a new energetic landscape. And it's one where change isn't just possible, it's happening. And you might feel like life is nudging you in a different direction, especially after the Gemini New Moon. And honestly, it's just because you've been coasting and June wants you to engage and get on board and just move forward. So what have we got going on in June? Let's have a little chat. So June the 11th, we'll have the full moon in Sagittarius. I'm happy about this because it's my sign. I love the full moon in Sagittarius. But this moon is going to be a reminder to heal, to laugh. And, us Sagittarians tend to say, don't take it all so seriously. Just go with the flow. And a lot of that energy is going to be here with you. And even when life feels heavy, there's always room for joy, humour and fresh perspective. This is a really cleansing full moon. It's perfect for releasing judgment, mental clutter, and cynicism. So let go of the belief that things have to be hard. Trust in the journey and just remember to laugh along the way. And on June the 11th, I'm going to give you Amethyst because it's going to be spiritual insight, laughter, trusting in divine timing, and Amethyst is great for all that. Now, excitingly, June the 20th and the 21st, get yourself onto YouTube because every year, in fact, get yourself into my group, the Crystal Bar Retreat. Follow me on social media, full stop, because I always share the links to the solstice at Stonehenge, so you won't miss it, okay? Oh, I can't believe we're quite there yet, really. But yeah, the longest day of the year is here and it's a powerful portal. Okay, at time of recording, it's still a month away, but the solstice is about celebrating life, light, and the growth you've cultivated. It's a cosmic spotlight for shining on your truth. At the same time, the sun moves into Cancer and we turn our attention a little bit more inward. So just think of it as being home, heart, healing, because this is a sacred moment to value your space, your roots, and the people who feel like home. Just ask yourself, though, what do I want to nurture? What deserves my energy? Now, the crystal of choice is moonstone. It's perfect for emotional balance, divine feminine energy, and inner trust. And then that takes us straight on to June the 25th, the new moon in Cancer. This is a womb of a moon. It invites you to dream deeply and tenderly. And Cancer new moons are for starting something from the soul, especially at home. Maybe it's a creative project, a shift in family dynamics, or a new routine that supports your emotional well-being. And guess what? Jupiter, the planet of luck, is also in Cancer. So this isn't just nurture. Oh, what was that? Did you hear that? Oh, I just pressed something on my phone. I'm so sorry. Hang on. Oh, my eardrum's just taken out as I'm speaking into you. I don't know what I pressed. I don't know what I've done. Oof. So much for Cancer being a sign of calm. Anyway, Jupiter, like I say, Jupiter. What was I saying? Oh, the planet of luck is also in Cancer. So this isn't just a nurturing time, it's lucky nurturing. There's potential for breakthroughs in your home life, family, and emotional happiness. And I think because it's all about home and nurturing, it's got to be rose quartz. Rose quartz is my crystal of choice. It is wonderful for nurturing you, your energy, to support self-love, forgiveness, and emotional openness. Now, I have to say that there are some energy themes for June. So I'm not really going to give you a ritual as such, but these are things you could do to usher in the energy and to work with it in your favour. So the first being decluttering, not just your home, but your mind. You know, what's weighing you down? What can you get rid of? What could you just move on from and just escape from? Also, it's a month of gratitude. Create a gratitude jar. Add a note each day with something you're thankful for because this rewires your energy. Keep it somewhere to remind yourself. It could be on your bedside cabinet. It could just be when you're wherever you sit in your lounge or your kitchen. It's somewhere you spend some time so it kind of gets into your psyche and it's easy to remember to do. A very important one, and I have done a podcast on this in its whole entirety, is saying no to people pleasing. This is your life. If someone tries to dull your shine or hijack your joy, just tell them to do one and keep dancing anyway. They don't know your magic, your truth, your feelings, your future, your path. Just don't let them rain on your parade. And remember that home is sacred. Because Cancer energy asks us to value our sanctuary. You could start a DIY project, feng shui your space, make it a place where your dreams feel safe to land. But it's very important you think about that this month for sure. However, of course, I'm going to give you some crystals for the month of June. So get your pen and paper out and just have a look in your crystal collection because these are the crystals that I feel are best aligned with you and your zodiac signs in June. So let's kick it off with Aries. Aries. It's got to be carnelian. It's going to give you confidence and channel fire into focused action. Taurus. I've gone for green aventurine Taurus because it's abundance seeking and it's a really good crystal for emotional grounding and you'll know why you need that. Gemini, blue lace agate to soothe anxiety and speak your truth with ease. Cancer, again, moonstone, you're in your element. Trust the waves and nurture your intuitive voice. And Leo, I'm giving you citrine. This is for you to stay radiant, but also soften into genuine joy, not just performance. Virgo, clear quartz for you, my loves, for mental clarity and energetic alignment. Libra, lepidolite for emotional balance and releasing people-pleasing. Scorpio, it's got to be that black obsidian, my loves. Detox your emotions. We tell you this most months, Scorpio. Whatever you're holding on to, it's time to just move through it, protect your energy and just get rid of things that no longer serve you. Sagittarius, amethyst, it's got to be amethyst, of course. It's time to align with your higher wisdom and keep laughing. Capricorn, smoky quartz for you because you're being asked to release control and embrace grounded transformation. Aquarius, fluorite, mental clarity and spiritual organization are very important for you in June. So keep with it, grab your fluorite and just go for it. And Pisces, selenite, it's time for you to clear your energy and channel divine dreams. gosh. Okay. Something just went wrong with my recording. I really hope it's okay. I have just gone into listen to see if it's okay. Okay. Right. Anyway, let's resume. And I thought for a little bit of fun, I would actually give you one of a really lovely little rituals that I have done myself. It's actually a simple ritual for June, and I've chosen it for June because there's a flower in it you'll need that is abundant at this time of year. But this is my home and heart manifesting jar, and what you'll need is a small glass jar, a few rose petals, dried or fresh, and that is why I'm doing it now, because my garden's full of roses. I'm sure you'll be able to find some roses somewhere. A piece of paper and your chosen crystal. Now, rose quartz or moonstone is ideal for this, and a tea light candle. Now, step 1. On the paper, write one heart-centered dream or intention you want to nurture over the next 6 months. Number 2, add it to the jar with the rose petals and crystal. 3, seal the jar. And then how to do this is light the candle and hold the jar to your heart. You could also, with the candle, if you really want to seal it well, I'm not telling you to do this because it is quite painful if it drips on you, but you could put some of the wax onto the jar. It's not important though. If you just want to just seal the jar, then light the candle and enjoy the candle, that's fine. But just the important thing is holding the jar to your heart and say, I plant this dream with love. I water it with gratitude, and I trust it will bloom in divine time. Then just place the jar somewhere sacred, maybe your bedside to remember it, an altar, but just somewhere you can enjoy it daily, a bit like your gratitude jar, just to remind yourself and keep it to the forefront of your mind. And then, you can actually give a time. Should I tell you this? Yes, you can put a date that you want to receive it by, or you could just say in like however many months or within the year, by a certain year, whatever it might be, and then just allow the magic and the divine to happen. Now, before I go, I've also had a couple of you reach out to me this week. Thank you so much, with some stories about how your crystals have helped you. Now, I'm going to read the messages as they have been written. And the first is from lovely Martha. Oh, bless her. She started off by saying, because we were in a conversation, and she put, I also loved your podcast, Growth Through Change. Plus, you mentioned if listeners use crystals with pets. I definitely do for Parsnip. Now, Parsnip's a lovely puppy. Now, Parsnip has got a rose quartz and malachite on the windowsill by her bed. She's also put malachite near her tummy when asleep beside her on her sofa. Remember, don't leave crystals where dogs could eat them, especially malachite, because it could be toxic. So the fact that Martha had it with her so she could keep it safely and move it as and when Parsnip woke is fine. But let's get back into this. She's also put malachite near her tummy when asleep beside me on her sofa. When she had I do apologise. I need to go and get my eyes really tested. Hang on, let me put my glasses on 1 moment. I bought some cheapy ones. I'm going to start this again, Martha. I'm so sorry. You've given me all this effort. Hang on, I don't know if you can hear me banging into my drawers. Here we go. I can see. Okay, I can see. It's because I'm reading on my phone with my notes for my podcast. I write it big enough so I don't need glasses for that. But anyway, okay, let's start this again. Sorry, Martha. Right. Deep breath. Also loved your podcast, Grow Through Change. Plus, you mention if listeners use crystals with pets. I definitely do for Parsnip. She's got a rose quartz and malachite on the windowsill by her bed. I've also put malachite near her tummy when asleep beside me on the sofa when she had a tummy upset. She didn't notice the crystal, she hastened to add it. And also at night, I call upon angels and my late parents to lie with her at night. And I also imagine a glow around her. This is so lovely. And it does help her. And when I do, she normally doesn't wake us until 6 a.m, which is better than 4 a.m. So it does help her. Martha, I have the pleasure of obviously hearing about beautiful parsnip, and I'm so glad she's getting on. And the fact that you're using your incredible crystals to help her settle and heal. In fact, when my dog, I don't know if I spoke about this before, when my dog Louis was very poorly before he passed, I helped settle him a lot more, and it did work. Imagine him a glow around him like Ready Breck, just glowing and soothing him and healing him. It definitely worked because the vets couldn't understand how he was still on this planet when he unfortunately went in for a scan and they discovered how poorly he was, and they couldn't understand how well he was. And I really believe it was the crystals I put under his bed, clear quartz, amethyst, and I did put some citrine for energy for him, and joy and angelic help from angelite. So yeah, gosh, I'm so pleased that Parsnip has you as her mummy and that she has all this lovely energy looking after her. And I hope her belly is well soon. The second message is from lovely Julie. Again, I'm just going to read it out as it's been written. She's put, "Hi Claire, hope you're okay. Thought I'd tell you the crystals worked for me yesterday. I put an obsidian pebble in my bra prior to visiting my daughters, and the usual toxic people were there, being rude about others." She did use another word, but I won't say it here. "But I stayed calm, didn't get upset, and when I got home and the pebble felt hot to touch. Was it because of it being buried in my boobs all day? Or I don't think so, as once removed, I started to feel very tired, overwhelmed, my head full of energy. And when I sat in bed journaling, I noticed a chunk of blue calcite on my altar was shining really hard and brightly. It's never done that before. Reading up about it, I see that this is a calming crystal. I put my selenite next to my bed as well as last night. And despite waking for 2 hours, I feel positive and got answers, so they worked for me. Thanks for the advice about the obsidian." Now, you're very, very welcome. In fact, she did send me a lovely photo as well. It's quite incredible. And there's an orb on the photo, which shouldn't even be there. It's just appeared out of nowhere. It's quite insane, really. Let's have a look. Yeah, she's put in here, "This is the photo I took last night of the calcite, and I've just noticed that the large orb next to my Brigid statue, there is no light source near either whatsoever." And I have to say, it is glowing, the calcite. It is really shining. It's almost like it's got a light source within it. It's incredible. I must just say, though, the reason that Julie, in my opinion, experienced this was because obviously she's put this black obsidian in her bra close to her chest, a heart chakra, but she's grounded and kept her energy calm, resilient, protected. So she's kind of gone like a snail into a house and retreated, which is good because it's helped her stay in control of the situation and not allow others' energy to affect her. And as she's come home, she's come into a safe place, a sanctuary, she's removed this black obsidian and her energy is just whooshed back. So that's why she kind of felt like she did really energized but tired as well. It's kind of like a conflicting energy. And that's why her blue calcite, which activates the crown chakra as well as the throat chakra, it works within the head and the 6th and 7th chakras. It is a powerful crystal, just radiating out to her to realign all that energy and pull the energy back up from her root. So, gosh, to hear you've experienced that, Julie, it just shows completely how aligned you are with energies, for sure. Love to hear how other crystals have helped all of you out there. Get in touch. It's best to message me. You could email me, claire@me.com. But in all honesty, it's best to probably message me on Instagram because that's where I spend a lot of my time. It's the most busiest social media platform I have. So yeah, thank you, my lovelies. It's been really enjoyable hearing how your crystals have helped you. So as I close this podcast, it's just a reminder that as we step into June wants you to feel your life, to stop stuffing it with more and instead sit with what's already there, to laugh, to let go, to be grateful, and to remember that healing doesn't always have to be hard. Now, sometimes it's just about allowing yourself to be happy. So just take the risks as well, start the projects, clear the clutter, laugh louder, hug longer, and remember, you are the light that this world needs. But until next time, keep your crystals charged, your intentions pure with love and stardust. And remember, the right crystal will always find you. Before you go, I have a very special discount code for you, especially for those of you who love buying crystals. So, the code is podcastcrystal. If you use this at checkout at thecrystalbar.co.uk, you will get a very secret discount. And yes, it is a secret because I changed the value of the code throughout the year. So who knows what discount you will receive. But I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. I hope you found it beneficial. And if you have, I'd be really grateful if you could just leave a comment, leave a review. And of course, if you have a friend who loves crystals just like us, please do share it with them. Sending you love, sending you light. Have a great week because honestly, my lovelies, you really do deserve it. And as I said earlier, remember, the right crystal will always find you.